In this video, Lizard Boy gets super political. I don't know. This is such a like random video topic for me, but I've noticed something that's been happening online a little bit, which is a surprising amount of like super right-winged accounts randomly supporting Gavin Newsom. I don't know what that's about, but I find it kind of funny. And you see, this I think has happened because Gavin Newsom, he does have motion. He does have motion. And I'm going to be honest with you, he does have aura. He has aura. The guy has aura, okay? I just have to be honest. He has motion and aura. His political strategies have been pretty effective. Essentially, what he does is just do what Donald Trump does, but then he tries to like do it satirically. Like, for example, when Donald Trump was selling like a signed copy of the Bible, which I'm pretty sure is sacrilegious in some way. But Gavin Newsom on his website, like, put a copy of the Bible signed on his website, except his was sold out, so it wasn't really a real product, but like it was just a meme and he would joke about it. And it's just stuff like that he's been doing repeatedly, like making AI videos of Donald Trump getting arrested, which is something that Donald Trump has done. He's generated AI videos like shitting on other people. So really, he just sees Donald Trump do something and then he just does the same thing. It's a very interesting political strategy, considering that Donald Trump's political strategy is very different than others who have came before him. And Donald Trump was, I think, pretty smart with his political strategy, where, I mean, he really was just like, oh yeah, I'm gonna make a nickname for this guy and call him a dumbass, because that sticks with people. Where actually, like, real debates, it doesn't really stick with people as much. So I do think Donald Trump was genuinely really smart for that. And you could say, like, oh yeah, Gavin Newsom is just doing what politics are like now. You could say, hey, Donald Trump made the playing field like this, and Gavin Newsom's just playing with what he's got. And you could say that as an argument. That's fine. I think a counter argument would be, well, if you're supposed to consider politics to be like very professional and prestigious in a way, then what Gavin Newsom is really just devaluing that conversation more and more. He's not really allowing the average person to get educated from all the, like, quote unquote trolling that he's doing, or whatever you want to call it. And to be honest, all the trolling happening in politics,
we like to troll. We like to go the night before one of their primaries. We do a little trolling. It's called we do a little trolling.
I would say it's I don't know if I like it or hate it. Like, to a certain point, some of it is kind of funny.
I think I'd support Israel more if, like, it was like one whole state where, like, everybody had like equal, like, voting rights, probably.
Well, I certainly support two-state solution. That was one of the emphasis, one of the origins of saying.
But then I also do think that, yeah, there should be like a little bit more like actual political discussion, other than just like apartment run accounts on Twitter arguing with Hood Genius. Like, are we serious right now? Like, why is that happening? Back to Gavin Newsom. Yes, Gavin Newsom is getting some support from some groypers and some bigger right-wing accounts. And it is because he's engaged in a similar, like, political style as Donald Trump. But another thing that's really weird that I've noticed is they've been calling him attractive, which...
Yeah, but I mean, like, this next election cycle, who's going to win? It's going to be Gavin Newsom against J.D. Vance, because J.D. Vance is subhuman and Gavin Newsom mugs.
I mean, sure, I guess in terms of, like, you know, politics is usually these old, wrinkly old men. I guess Gavin Newsom does come across as the Chad in comparison to everybody. And I've noticed they've also compared him to J.D. Vance. And let's face it, bro. J.D. Vance, he's kind of a chud, bro. He do be living the chud life. I'm going to be honest. That's just how it is. And I think... a lot of these, like, looks maxing kind of guys, and a lot of these, like, you gotta have pure looks and you gotta look your best kind of guys, like gym bros and stuff like that. I understand why Gavin Newsom would be appealing to them. I mean, he presents himself as a very, like, masculine-esque kind of guy, so I do understand that. I've also noticed racism happening, but in favor of Gavin Newsom.
Gavin Newsom, total Chad. He's got an Aryan Caucasian wife, does not have a recessed maxilla. Her body fat must be around 10%. Care about the Democrat. Politics is all jester. I'm voting for Gavin Newsom simply because he mogs. He's married to a G. His wife literally eats shit. It's disgusting. He's fat. He's overweight. His kids have poop DNA.
Which is really weird because I don't think Gavin Newsom is racist. I've noticed like a lot of like when I mean right wing, I mean like super far right wing. I don't mean like American conservatives. I mean like far right people. But anyway, yeah, I've seen more like super right winged accounts like just being racist because
Gavin Newsom
family looks more white and they look more like, you know, the nuclear family, you know, the nuclear American family. They look way more like that, where
JD Vance,
he's married to an Indian woman and they do not like that. They do not like the Indians.
His kids have poop DNA.
I mean, Kamala Harris, that's how you say her name. Kamala Harris was like half Indian, I think, or quarter Indian. I don't know. Kamala Harris was Indian, bruh. And I remember a lot of those accounts, they did not mess with her, bro. They did not mess with her. Not just because of that, obviously, but there were some Indian jokes, you know, India. They be smelly over there. That's stuff they're saying, which, sure, I think some jokes can be kind of funny about stuff like that, but at the same time, it's like, you guys kind of are being genuinely hateful, and you guys are kind of like playing into the stereotype and like genuinely meaning it. And I think when you're doing that, it's like, okay, it's a little different. You're joking around with your boys, but when you get to a point where you genuinely are supporting like Gavin Newsom just because he has like a white-ish family, and then JD Vance has like an Indian-ish family, and the only reason you're supporting like Gavin Newsom is because his family's like white, that's kind of weird, bro, because Gavin Newsom essentially would have every single actual political belief would be entirely different than what those people support.
Who do you support, Trump or no?
Yeah.
Okay, it's 2028.
I'm voting for Gavin Newsom.
You're voting for Gavin Newsom.
You can't be that subhuman.
So
I've also noticed something. A lot of those are like accounts who are like trying to be super racist and shit like that. They're not even white themselves. They're not even American. I've noticed this. Like a lot of those accounts, they're from like, I don't know, like Sri Lanka or something like that. Nothing wrong with being from Sri Lanka, but I'm just saying, if you're going to be talking about like white purity and stuff like that, what are we doing living in Sri Lanka, bro? Like, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm pretty sure most of the owners on this account are not white, okay? Which, I don't know why. I guess they're getting a bag off of like white supremacists on Twitter. So, sure, I guess that's a way you make money now. I mean, I do gotta say, Twitter having a payout thing, questionable results, because now you just have accounts saying whatever to engage in aura farm. But yeah, I've noticed this one guy made a video on supporting Gavin Newsom just because he's a Chad. I've noticed Sneako, who literally disagrees with every single political take Gavin Newsom has had, saying that he would vote for Gavin Newsom just because Gavin Newsom has aura. It does concern me a little bit for the future of like American politics. Like, what do you mean you're only supporting a guy because he has swag and aura? Like, bro, if he stands for everything that you're against, but he has swag and aura, you should not be like, yeah, I guess he's acceptable. What do you mean, bro? What do you mean? I get that JD Vance is a chud. I understand. I mean, look at the guy. How can you not say he's not a chud? Okay? But when it comes down to like supporting everything that you hate just because some guy is not a chud and he's actually a Chad, it's just crazy. It's just crazy to me. I don't understand. I don't understand American politics, bro. Truly just the worst. American politics, truly just the worst, bro. I gotta say, right wing, left wing, no matter what, centrist, bro, no matter what you are, bro, you're just in the dumps all the time because nothing ever goes good. Nothing ever goes good. It's just all bad. It's just all bad. Yo, shout out me for being goated. Y'all should just make me dictator. Just put me in charge, bro. Hashtag make me president. I will be the best dictator ever, bro. Not even president, bro. King, monarch. I would be so good. I would be so good at this. All right, bro. Video over.
Who do you support, Trump or no?
Yeah.
Okay.
How are you fat and you expect to like lead a country? You can't even be in shape, you know?